What is up, everybody? I am Mason from the Mockbuster YouTube channel, and I just watched The Batman in the most perfect theatrical experience, the IMAX experience. Was it worth it? Is it truly the best way to watch a movie in the theater? Well, let's talk about it. So this was my second IMAX experience, ever since the pandemic. My first being the watching Spider-Man No Way Home. And I just want to warn you guys, if you are in the Mississauga, Greater Toronto area location, if you want to watch a movie in IMAX, do not go to the Mississauga location, the one that's near 100 City Center, near Square One and all that stuff in Sheridan, because that is LIMAX. LIMAX is basically like, it's just a big screen and nothing really supplemental towards the projection. It's not laser projection. I used to work there, and it's not that much of an upgrade. I was actually quite disappointed. I'll talk about that in another review for the Spider-Man No Way Home IMAX experience review. But I just want to talk about this one because it is brand new, the Batman IMAX experience. And it gets started. I saw this in Winston, Churchill in Oakville. So that is the one with the laser projection, because I worked there. My first job actually was working at that, and they were setting it up at that time. I remember all these projectionists and all these like fancy hard like workers coming in to set it up. It was actually amazing, and it's laser IMAX. It's proper IMAX, unlike the Mississauga location. So I was very excited. So the last time I saw IMAX there at the Winston Churchill location, the proper laser IMAX, was Endgame, and I remember that being a great experience. But yeah, so the Batman IMAX experience, this is in Winston Churchill, the Oakville location. Great little place. There's a lot of things in that vicinity. There's a Dimitri's, there's a Dave & Buster's, there's a Three Brewers, there's a bunch of restaurants and stuff. So it's a great hangout, weekend place. If you want to go on a date, it's a great place there. So to get started, I'll first talk about the experience itself. There are these seats. The seats itself were okay. For some reason I was thinking that IMAX had they do have upgraded seating. For it being a 3-hour movie, I didn't really find too much discomfort, and I have lower back problems. If you stretch out your back, you probably find something. But if your back is stiff, it's definitely not the best seating. If you want to get the best seating, you should go for the VIP. But you're not going to get that laser IMAX, right? So seating number one, it's okay. It doesn't really, it leans back and everything. It leans back pretty nicely. I was able to lean back and, cross my legs and put my feet up and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I saw this at 11 o'clock in the morning, so there weren't that many people. So I was able to, be more chill. But the number one thing I want to review about this IMAX experience was the sound. The sound was absolutely amazing, and it is worth the 100% ticket pricing, especially for these really big blockbuster films. You're really gonna get that, deep reverberation in your chest. It felt like D-Box. You know what D-Box is? Those 4D, not 4D because you're not wearing 3D glasses, but those seats that move. The IMAX, because there's speakers, supplementary speakers on the side, but the main speaker is a wall of speakers that are right behind the screen, because the screen is perforated, so it gives way for that wall of sound just to punch you in the face, which is also great, because if you hate people talking in the movies, you won't hear people talking because the sound is so freaking deep and rich and just powerful that you won't be able to hear people talking. I mean, maybe in slower scenes and very quiet scenes, you'll be able to hear people ruffling their popcorn bags and stuff like that. But the sound is the biggest increase for the movie watching experience, because to preface, when the pandemic hit, I'm a big movie buff. I love watching movies. Every day I'd watch a movie, and since I wasn't able to go to the movie theaters because it was closed, I invested in a $3,000 OLED TV, the LG C165 inch. And that, is an amazing TV. It has great visuals, deep, rich blacks and colors and, and details. So take my review with a grain of salt. So if you don't have, if you have a lower end TV, this may look good. But for me, honestly, the IMAX experience for Batman was a bit, lackluster. This is definitely the best you're going to be able to see it in theaters, but in general, is this the best movie watching experience? No. The IMAX projection itself has this sort of gray overtone because it is projection. It's not like there's, local array dimming for projection. Hopefully one day, maybe in the future. But for this experience, it was not the best, especially for this being the Batman. And if you guys don't know, most of this movie takes place during, in very dark scenes or in the night or if it's raining and stuff. So a bunch of times there are very dark scenes and there's a lot of detail that you can't really pick out, especially with the sides. Obviously you're going to get the direct on detail, but things like over here and over here, they blend in with each other, especially during a lot of the Riddler scenes and all that kind of stuff. It blends in. The colors are more vibrant than, a regular, showing, but it's still definitely diluted. Again, it has that little gray overpass, it feels. But that doesn't take away. It was still a great experience and I still highly recommend it. But for this being, this hyped up IMAX, the most best way to experience a movie in general, I disagree with that. The laser projection I had really high hopes for, and it was just okay. Some scenes, it's a sharp movie, but there's certain scenes where it wasn't sharp, like especially that first scene, the opening shot where the mayor is like drinking whiskey. I thought I had to get my eyes checked because a lot of the scenes were soft. I don't know if you guys experienced that. There was a bunch of soft scenes. It was either that the projectionist working at that location maybe didn't do a proper job, or maybe that's just the movie. I can't really judge the IMAX experience based on that, but that was my experience with the IMAX experience. But yeah, so that was basically it. The audio is the best thing that you would want to go for. If it's a huge, big budget blockbuster movie, having that very pulse pounding, deep audio is what makes the movie that, stick with you, makes you like involved into the movie. But again, the visuals I feel like are the least, especially for, having this whole like hype around laser projection and having perforated screens and like being, this is a fairly new technology, 2016-17, this new sort of like laser projection IMAX, or at least from what I know from when I was working there, I remember there was a huge hype around that. And I feel like it just doesn't live up to that, feeling. But yeah, so that was my experience with it. Give or take, I'm subscribed with the Cine Club, so I didn't spend as much. I spent like $16 or $18 per ticket, usually 22 or something. Is it that much of a supplementary, upgrade? Is this going to be better than a general admission seating, like a normal on the sides? Yes. It is definitely, but mainly with the audio. The video, there's a lot more to be desired. Because especially for being hundred of years worth of projection cinema, you think we'd get a little bit better. But I don't know. But hey, this makes me excited to see the 4K Blu-ray because the colors were still pretty vibrant for being projection. It was just a bit diluted, and that's basically what I gotta say. Audio's great, video could be better. It's not the worst, but it was definitely not this huge, must-see experience. I definitely say that the 4K Blu-ray will definitely be a better, watching experience. But yeah, that was just my experience with the Batman IMAX experience. I've been saying experience a lot. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching the video, man. If I had to give this a rating for, just the movie watching experience, the theatrical experience, I'd give this a B+. It's a great movie. It's a great everything. It's just, coming with these really high expectations for what IMAX could be, especially with this newer technology. It just didn't really, service me that well. The audio is great. I can't say that enough. They've mastered the way to project audio. But besides that, yeah, so that was my opinions. And yeah, so those are just my opinions. You may have a different opinion. You may have different levels of what you expect from projection. I'm more of a, big TV type guy with, local array dimming and, like OLED blacks and deep black levels. But yeah, so that was my video. I am Mace from the Mockbus YouTube channel. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I am mainly a physical media channel, but you know, with this new Cine Club thing, I kind of want to get more into, you know, watching movies in IMAX. I think the next IMAX movie I'll be watching is the Doctor Strange movie, because I kind of want to see Morbius, but Morbius doesn't really entice me that much where I want to take the day out, you know, Uber, because I don't have a car to Uber, you know, to the next city over, and to, you know, pay like at least $40 for tickets and transportation and then popcorn and stuff. But yeah, so let me know down below. Did you guys see the Batman in IMAX? What did you know? What did you think? Let me know down below. And yeah, so subscribe if you like physical media channel. If you like hunting Blu-ray reviews, I'm gonna be watching the 4K collection of the Dark Knight trilogy. I already reviewed Batman Begins, so if you want to check that out, click right over here. And if you want to check out my other Blu-ray videos, click here again. And to see all of my Blu-ray reviews, hunts, unboxings, and hauls. But that is it. I've been Mason from the Mockbuster YouTube channel. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please, please, please have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. Whenever you're watching this, please stay safe. And God bless, guys. Cheers, and happy movie watching. Let's keep cinema alive. Let's watch some movies.